Alright guys, it is me Hitman here once again with another GTA 5 online car build, and this time I think it's actually a pretty interesting car build, as this is probably one of my favourite ones I've done so far, and it is going to be the Chevrolet Monte Carlo, Shawns Chevrolet Monte Carlo from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. Now, this is the Sabre Turbo, or the Sabre Turbo GT, whatever you want to call it, but this is probably one of my favourite muscle cars anyway, and this is probably the perfect car if you want to do a drift car build in GTA because of the amount of wheel spin that's on this car. It's pretty insane. I absolutely love this car, and just the colour scheme, everything. It just looks like almost like an old stock car or something. I think it's so cool with all the custom tires and everything. I think it is perfect, and as I said, it is probably one of my favourite cars in the game, and it's actually pretty fast too, so I actually quite like it. Granted, it is only 2 doors, but still it's pretty cool. So just let's see what we can do to make it look like the car in the movie. Now, this car in the movie is actually pretty cool. I actually really like it. I actually quite prefer almost muscle cars to a lot of other cars, but so let's just see what we can do and see what we can put on the car to make it look like the car in the movie. First of all, we're just going to go into bumpers. Now, in the bumpers, really, we're just going to want to keep the stock bumpers, keep them as kind of clean as possible with all the chrome on it. As you can see, all the other ones are kind of too low and stuff, so I think we're just going to keep that as it is. Now the exhaust, we're just going to go with the chrome tip exhaust. I think it just looks the cleanest and kind of best with the car, as it's kind of flush with the bumper rather than the other ones kind of sticking out. I just think it looks a lot better, and in terms of making it look kind of as clean as possible, I think it probably does work the best. Now the grille, we're just going to go with the D chrome split grille. Just it kind of looks kind of a bit darker, kind of just to match the hood. As you can see, the hood is kind of like a carbon hood, as you can see here. Now in the movie, obviously the hood is kind of like a matte black, almost sandblasted kind of color. But obviously we can't do that because we can't change like secondary colors for just the bonnet or the hood or whatever, so it's carbon. Just for the sake of this, we're just going to use that. So it actually looks pretty cool. I think so far it does look very good. I actually really like this car. Now, so first of all, we're going to go to metallics for the primary, go down, and we're going to go down to all like the browns and stuff. You can use, well, personally I did use the metallic, but obviously it doesn't show up, so I'm just going to show it to you on classics. It is the sandy brown. This is probably one of the cheapest paints there is, but anyway, in metallic it is a bit more expensive obviously, but this is the colour you're definitely going to have to go for to get that look on the car. I just think it looks a lot better, and it's really clean, it's really sharp, and it does look really good. Now obviously for secondaries, we're just going to go with the exact same. It's just the sandy brown again, because you want to keep the whole thing looking the same, and it's the hood that makes that kind of contrast colour on it, and personally I think it does look really good. Now for the roll cage, you're just going to go for the roll cage and chassis upgrade rather than the stunch cage, because the roll cage and chassis upgrade does make the cage the exact same colour as the secondary colour on the car, which does add another dimension to the colours on it. It does look really good. Now these spoilers, we're just going to keep it with no spoiler whatsoever, because as always we're trying to keep it as much like the movie car as possible, so obviously don't have it on. Now as always, the suspension down to the lowest, because you know, suspension. So anyway, wheels. Now wheels are very important for this. We're going to go down to muscle class, go to the stock rims, and go to the Dodmans. Now the Dodmans are probably one of my favourite wheels to put on muscle cars. I do actually have them on other cars, such as my Vigoro, on even my Vapid Guardian and stuff. I love these wheels, and if you get them in chrome, actually you can change them to a coloured chrome, so you can put them on your Bugatti and stuff, whatever you want, but they look insane. Personally, they're probably one of my favourites. And the colour, we're just going to go with anthracite black, as it's kind of like a limbo colour between black and grey. It does look very good, and it really matches the carbon. It's only slightly darker than the wheels, but when the light shines on it, it is actually really nice, so I actually do really like it a lot. Now, as always, put on the custom tires. Well, not as much as always, but I mean, in terms of making it look like a movie car, definitely put on the custom tires, because you're going to want to have that kind of trim on the outside. Now, wheelie bar, obviously not. And the windows, as always, are going to be on limo, because, I mean, come on, why not? I always put the darkest windows on, just out of habit, I suppose. So yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. That's going to be my car build for Shawns Monte Carlo from Fast and Furious Tokyo Drift. I hopefully you guys enjoyed, and you will make this car build. As I said, this is probably one of my favourite car builds in the whole movie. So yeah, guys, I've been Hitman. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and share. It would mean a lot to me if you could check out some of my other videos. And just a quick thank you to everybody who watches my videos. I did reach 600 subscribers today, which is for me a big milestone. Obviously for a lot of you guys who watch bigger YouTubers, obviously not. But for me, 600 is a big milestone, so I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching. But as for now, guys, I've been Hitman. Make sure you check out my other videos, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you in the next video, guys. Hitman, out.